Assalamu alaikum. I'm Hafsa Zulfikar and we are here to represent the presentation on the topic enzyme inhibition and regulation. So I would like to call Fiza to present her topic.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fiza. My topic is enzyme inhibitor. An enzyme inhibitor is a compound that diminishes the rate of velocity of an enzyme, catalyzed reaction bind the bind site of substrate or its turnover number. It may be organic or inorganic. Examples: drug, antibiotics, and toxics. There are two types of enzyme inhibitors, reversible inhibitors or irreversible inhibitors. तो reversible inhibitors होते हैं वो होते हैं binds temporarily with the enzymes, और जो irreversible होते हैं binds tightly to an enzyme to form an essentially permanently complex.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Hafsa Zulfikar and I'm here to represent my topic. My topic is types of reversible inhibitor. There are four types of reversible inhibitor: competitive inhibitor, uncompetitive, non-competitive, and mixed inhibitor. Competitive inhibitor combine reversibly with the active site of the enzyme. It does not combine with the substrate and can be reversed. Structure of the enzyme substrate at infinite substrate concentration inhibitor does not affect enzyme activity. The second one is uncompetitive enzyme inhibitor. Uncompetitive enzyme inhibitor is also called as anti-competitive inhibition. Bind only with the substrate enzyme complex. It does not combine with the only enzyme. It can combine with the complex. Inactive the enzyme and substrate will not convert to the product. It can uh, it can inhibit the conversion of substrate into the product, and it can be distinguished from the competitive um, by this that it cannot be reversed like competitive inhibition. The third one is non-competitive inhibitor. Combine It can combine with free enzyme or the enzyme substrate complex. It can bind with the inhibitor to the enzyme to reduce its activity and does not affect the binding of the substrate. It can just reduce the activity. Like if an enzyme convert the substrate in 1 minute, then it can reduce its timing and convert it into 1 minute in 2 to 5 minutes. The fourth one is mixed competitive inhibition. Uh, mixed comp- it can bind with the allostatic site, different site for the active site. Allostatic site is that where the substrate can combine with the enzyme. So it can control the substrate activity. सबस्ट्रेट की कंसंट्रेशन को इंक्रीज करने के लिए इनहिबिशन कम कर सकता है ये, और उसके अलावा ये एंजाइम की शेप को चेंज कर देता है. That's why its substrate cannot be easily combined with the specific enzyme.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ayman Ansari and I'm here to present my topic, mechanism of enzyme inhibitors. Mechanism of action of enzyme inhibitors includes step of enzyme inhibitor complex formation, AI complex that has no enzyme activity. An irreversible inhibitor dissociates from this complex very slow because it is tightly bound to the enzyme. This picture shows that how inhibitor attach with the active site of enzyme instead of substrate and block the active site and no reaction takes place. Next, we will discuss the mechanism. There are three types of mechanism: competitive, non-competitive, and uncompetitive. And uncompetitive inhibitors, in competitive inhibitors, competitive inhibitors bind to free enzyme only and competes with substrate. Instead, substrate overcomes inhibition by inhibitor. In non-competitive inhibitors, in non-competitive inhibitor binds to free enzyme or enzyme substrate complex. Increasing substrate can not overcome inhibition. Uncompetitive inhibitor binds to enzyme substrate complex, only increasing as favors the inhibition by uncompetitive inhibitor. Now we will discuss that enzyme inhibitors as drugs. Enzyme inhibitors include non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs which inhibit cyclooxygenase, that the anti-cancer drug which inhibits tetrahydrolate reductase, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors like the drug physiostigmine or the toxin serine, and digoxin, an inhibitor of sodium potassium plus ATPase. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Muhammad Ittisam and my topic is regulation of enzyme activity. Enzymes can be regulated by other molecules that either increase or reduce their activity. Molecules that increase the activity of enzyme are called activators, whereas molecules that decrease the activity of enzyme are called inhibitors. Here are some factors that regulate enzyme activity. Some of them are temperature, pH, enzyme concentration, and substrate concentration. Now we will discuss the types of enzyme regulation. There are three types of enzyme regulation, which are allosteric regulation, genetic and covalent modification, and the last is enzyme inhibition. First of all, allosteric regulation is the regulation of enzyme by binding an effector molecule at the site other than the enzyme's active site. These enzymes are usually composed of multiple subunits, and the regulatory site that binds the effector may be located on a subunit that is not itself catalytic. Here are types of effectors. There are two types of effectors, homotropic effectors and heterotrophic effectors. A homotropic allosteric enzyme effector is a substrate for the enzyme as well as a regulatory molecule. For example, binding of oxygen to hemoglobin. On the other side, heterotrophic effectors. A heterotrophic allosteric effector is a regulatory molecule which is not also the substrate for the enzyme. For example, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the effector as well as for hemoglobin, but it is not the enzyme's substrate. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Emin Azir and I'm here to explain regulation of enzymes by covalent modification. First of all, covalent modifications is a means of regulating enzyme activity. The most remarkable covalent modification is phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is a biochemical process that involves the addition of phosphate to an organic compound. Serine, threonine, and tyrosine are common amino acids that participate in covalent modification and are used to control enzymes' catalytic activities. Phosphorylation and dephosphorylation. The reversible covalent modification is making and breaking of covalent bond between a non-group and an enzyme molecule. The most common reversible modification is the addition and removal of phosphate groups, the process of phosphorylation and dephosphorylation. Basically, phosphorylation is catalyzed by protein kinases using ATP as a phosphate donor, and dephosphorylation is catalyzed by protein phosphatases. How phosphorylation affects enzyme activity. The conformational change. Conformational change is a change in shape. So the change in shape to an enzyme is caused by addition of one or more phosphate groups, which can either activate or inhibit the enzyme. For example, phosphorylation of the enzyme glycogen synthetase changes the enzyme shapes and reduces its activity. Induction and repression of enzyme synthesis. Enzyme induction, it is a process in which molecule or drug induces, either initiate or enhances the expression of enzyme. Enzyme induction refers to the increase in amount of enzyme protein as a result of some stimulus. This stimulus may be a chemical drug or the environmental change, whereas enzyme repression refers to a decrease in enzyme after a stimulus. For example, It may be regulated by exposure to drugs and environmental chemicals, which led to increase in metabolism. Elevated levels of insulin as a result of high blood glucose levels causes an increase in the synthesis of key enzymes involved in glucose metabolism. And that is all from my side. Thank you.